Hello Group 1, welcome to your reading. The first pair of cards we have here are Bread, Period of Prosperity and Abundance, and the Justice. This is amazing. The energy comes in strong right now from the start. You can expect a payout, a batch of new orders, a burst of inspiration, a spike in traffic, boosted vitality, decisive action, and a rising confidence in December. Justice shows that this abundance is what you are meant to receive. Things were simply delayed for a while, and now karma is balancing out. Whatever you owed is coming back to you, nothing missing. Bread also tells me that creating wealth will feel effortless for you right now, just like baking basic bread, only a few simple ingredients, and all of them easy to source. Some of you might even be considering a path in baking or culinary arts. Justice also confirms that your gains this month are legit, formally recognized, and legally protected. So congratulations, Group 1. The second pair of cards we have here are Barrel. You feel something is lacking in your life, perhaps love, money, or goals. And the Death card. Okay, because the first pair already said your finances and health look solid this month, and because your material world is stable, you finally have space to explore deeper things. Even after achieving the big essentials, wealth and health, you might still feel an inner emptiness. So it's time to explore what that is. Maybe as the card suggests, it's love or direction. After reaching a goal, people often feel that now what emptiness? Like finishing an amazing drama series and not knowing what to watch next. Same with love. You may be craving that deep, intimate connection. And the Hierophant figure in the Death card hints you might be questioning old beliefs or faith system. What were you projecting onto your past beliefs? Were they a reflection of inner love or inner fear? Were you chasing them out of human desire or spiritual awakening? There isn't much material change here. The shift is in your mindset, your spirit, and your inner world. The third pair we have here are Horseshoe, Good Luck, and a Hermit card in reverse. 3 powerful cards in a row. Okay, this month, your good luck won't just flow around you as vague energy. You'll see it and feel it manifesting in real life. If you used to handle everything alone or dive deep into things by yourself, this month you'll finally step out, communicate, and reconnect with others. The bottom card we have here is Six of Cups, showing joyful moments with old companions, or meeting new friends who feel like soul family. December is also perfect for inner child healing. You'll stop forcing yourself to always be the mature, responsible one. You'll allow yourself to express unreasonable wants in a gentle, open, accepting way. The next pair we have here are Broken Bridge, unsuccessful outcome to a problem, and Nine of Cups. This is interesting. It feels like you are not bothered by an imperfect ending, especially with the Queen of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. It even feels like you may have been the one who refused reconciliation or turned someone down. Nine of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles shows that you have your own standards. You won't compromise. You are confident. You have options, and you are sticking to better alone than lowering your bar. The last pair we have here are Wind Chimes, Peace and Harmony, and the Sun card. This is beautiful energy. And this is a very direct message too. You can expect your mental, physical, and spiritual state to be excellent in December. At the bottom of the deck, we have Hanged Man. This suggests that you are in a situation where things feel unclear or up in the air. But the Sun tells me you are not in a rush. You know clarity will come. Sooner or later, you'll see the path, the target, and the truth. You are calm because you know you are actually in control, even in a seemingly passive moment. Love that for you. Your guiding archetype for December is Child, Nature. Your connection with nature and animals will be especially strong and healing. It helps you reconnect with yourself and supports inner child healing. Spend time outdoors, tend to plants, or be around animals whenever you can. I absolutely love the energy of Group 1. Deep, pure, and powerful. And it looks like December is going to be a great month for all of you. Blessings to everyone who picked Group 1. See you next time. Hello Group 2, welcome to your reading. Your first pair of cards we have here are Cup. You should accept valid criticism, and a Page of Pentacles. We also have the Queen of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So in December, you are going to need to take in some constructive feedback. The person giving it advice carries a sharp, wise, serious feminine energy. Maybe an elder in your family, a mentor at school, or a senior figure at work. She may not be the warmest, but she's definitely someone who chooses her words carefully, and she's fair. She doesn't waste her energy on people or situations that don't matter. The Page of Pentacles shows your future is bright. She sees potential in you, so she genuinely cares, and that's why she's pointing things out, even if her tone feels tough to digest. So don't take her words as personal attack or a moral judgment. And also because the energy here is Pentacles, her feedback is likely about your financial habits, resource management, or your efficiency in getting things done. The second pairs we have here are Ring, a marriage will take place, either romantic or business, and the Emperor. At the bottom of the deck we have the Magician. This is strong energy. Even though the card mentions marriage, it can absolutely refer to partnerships, collaborations, or even something like a strategic business alliance. Romantic or not, this connection is solid, long-term, beneficial, and built on structure. The Magician shows this is a manifestation, a long-held desire finally taking form. It feels like a power meets power situation, almost like financial capital meets technology. If you're already in a partnership, it's about to become more serious, more stable, and together, your public image or social standing will rise. Your collaboration style will be serious, direct, smooth, organized, structured, and professional. The third pairs we have here are Desk. Pay attention to your work, and the Five of Pentacles. We have the Hierophant as the underlying card. This clearly shows that your work methods, or your workflow, or your structure needs adjustment. Traditional ways aren't working in your professional situation anymore. And linking back to Group 2, this may be why you need a partnership. You need fresh energy, new tools, maybe even new technology. The Five of Pentacles shows a bottleneck or struggle at work, which means it's time for destructive change. Break old patterns, change your assumptions, and innovate. So far, all three pairs radiate a serious, long-term, destiny-level feeling. If you are young, you have huge potential. If you're older, you're about to step into a new breakthrough cycle. The next pair of cards we have here are End, Work, Achievement, and Success, and the Queen of Cups. We also have the King of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. We've seen multiple court cards already, and December is a big month for shaping who you are. First, connected to the Page of Pentacles. If you start a project or try something new at the beginning of the month, by the end of the month, you'll see progress, maybe even results. And if you don't finish everything this month, you'll still feel your growth. Each step gives you validation and comfort, showing you are on the right track and building trust in yourself. This combo also shows your work environment or team offers a strong sense of belonging. You feel safe. And because we have the Queen of Cups here, your work may involve creativity, healing, or something artistic. Your final pairs are Elephant, a long journey, either physical or mental, will leave you wiser at the end, and a Page of Swords. We also have the Ace of Swords at the bottom of the deck. This is absolutely describing a long-term journey, so don't rush answers. Don't panic about short setbacks or temporary stagnation. The Ace of Swords is victory. Paired with the Elephant, it tells me that, in the end, you will be the wise victor. So enjoy the journey. Like the Page of Swords, embrace learning, exploring, and satisfy your curiosity. Some of you may also start learning a new skill or field this month, and it'll be more than just earning a certificate. The process itself will make you feel fuller, stronger, and more grounded. Your guiding archetype for December is the Healer. This month, your compassion and service-oriented energy will be strong. Whether towards yourself or others, you won't shy away from pain because you trust your ability to heal. And if you work in the healing arts, physical, mental, emotional, or spiritual, the Queen of Cups shows you'll feel deeply fulfilled this month. And if you're learning healing work, the Page of Swords shows you'll feel an unmistakable sense of purpose. Okay, blessings to everyone who picked Group 2. Wishing you a beautiful December and see you next time. Hello Group 3, welcome to your reading. Your first pair of cards we have here are Rainbow. The most difficult part of a situation is over. And the King of Pentacles. I'm seeing a few different scenarios here. First, if your recent hardship was financial, this combination brings reassurance. Your money situation is turning around. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Knight of Cups. This card also shows things gradually moving forward. Even though Knight of Cups is not a fast energy, but the energy here is flowing again. You may have overcome the challenge with some external support. For the second scenario, if you had tension with a mature masculine energy, things between you two will soften in December. I see one person, very likely you, making a gentle gesture. This is not weakness, but a desire for peace. For the third scenario, if you've been struggling with confidence or self-worth, you'll be giving yourself extra patience this month. Your confidence will rise again, not from comparing yourself to others, but from moments of quiet clarity where you realize how much abundance you already hold. Your next pair of cards are younger women, dealings or relationship with a younger woman, and a Knight of Cups. We also have the Five of Swords at the bottom of the deck. These are giving me two distinct messages. First, if this younger woman represents you, then December is a month where you deeply enjoy your personal space. The Five of Swords shows noise, drama, or tension around you, and you are choosing distance, solitude, and peace instead. Second, if this younger woman is someone around you, possibly even your child, then the cards are warning you not to let minor conflicts damage the relationship. Don't let small frictions turn into something bigger than they need to be. The third pair of cards we have here are Ear, Good News, and the Five of Wands. If you are in a competitive environment, you can expect to stand out in December. And if your environment has been chaotic or conflict-ridden, you'll be able to resolve the issue or spark meaningful reform this month. Going back to the first pair, I really feel that you have been dealing with a very tough, complicated challenge, and you'll finally crack it in December. The King of Pentacles also tells me that solving this problem raises your status and authority. There may still be cleanup work to do afterwards, but the hardest part is behind you, and that alone is good news. So congratulations. Next, we have women, dealings or relationship with a woman, and the Six of Swords. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Hermit. Okay, so if you are the feminine energy here, you are going to experience significant inner growth. The Hermit shows another wave of solitude energy, meaning creating space for yourself will not only improve your quality of life, but also deepen your spiritual growth. From the Five of Wands to the Six of Swords, I feel a huge sense of relief. You finally get a moment to breathe. Some of you may even take a short trip to unwind. If this woman is someone else, especially someone you previously clashed with, then December brings compromise or alignment. At least on the most important issue, you'll meet in the middle. Your last pair of cards we have here are Kangaroo and Settle Times, Need to Plan Ahead, and the Ace of Cups. We also have the Devil card at the bottom of the deck. The Kangaroo is the jumpy, scattered energy here. This is a reminder not to let distractions pull you in too many directions. Scattered attention can affect your mental, emotional, and even physical well-being. The Devil card shows there are unhealthy influences in your environment that need to be addressed. This month, your priority is clearing those negative factors. And I'm very happy to see the Ace of Cups here. The energy here is like a cleansing against the devil's influence. And with the earlier cards encouraging solitude, it's clear these negative influences come from the outside world. So if you set boundaries and protect your inner world from external chaos, the personal issues you need to solve become much easier to manage. The Ace of Cups also shows you creating a self-love plan, intentional routines that help you detox from negativity and step into healing. Your guiding archetype energy for December is the Father. This is protective energy. You are being called to guard a peace within your heart. You actually have a natural gift, the ability to summon inner safety even during turbulence. And that grounded energy spreads to everyone around you. This month, you're building a stronger, steadier version of yourself. Someone others can trust, rely on, and feel safe with. So blessings to everyone who picked Group 3. Wishing you a calm and beautiful December. See you next time. Hello Group 4, welcome to your reading. The first pair of cards we have here are Lobster, Financial Pinch, and the Eight of Pentacles. We also have the Lovers at the bottom of the deck. There is flashing a big warning sign. I'm getting two messages here. First, in December, you might come across an opportunity or an option that looks really tempting. But the Lobster tells me this comes with hidden danger. It's more like a temptation. And if you're not careful, it could mess with your finances. The Eight of Pentacles says, stay grounded and stay practical. Do your homework, do your research. Don't believe sweet promises too easily. And remember, improving your skills doesn't mean suffering or slowing down. The noisier the world gets, the more you need to stay focused on sharpening your craft. The Lovers here is a test. Sometimes temptation shows up before the blessing. On the other hand, this test might be about love. Whether you are single or in a relationship, keep your eyes open and think before you act, especially around third-party situations or financial traps. For the second pair, we have War, Misunderstanding, and the Sun. We also have the Empress at the bottom of the deck. This is beautiful energy. If you had conflicts or misunderstandings with someone, December brings clarity and healing. The Empress plus the Sun strongly hints this could be about parent-child relationship. You two might return to a warm, harmonious dynamic. And another possibility of this misunderstanding is actually about yourself. You might have been looking at your life through a pessimistic filter, doubting your vitality, creativity, charm, or worth. Maybe past disappointments made you build emotional walls, stopping you from accepting genuine praise and appreciation. And that turned into a negative self-fulfilling prophecy. But I see you breaking through that wall in December. You start recognizing your own value and letting good energy in. The Sun plus Empress tell me, once you drop the emotional burden, abundance flows in naturally. The next pair we have Heart, Love, Deep Affection, and Caring, and another Wands. We also have the Eight of Cups at the bottom of the deck. This is a direct message about romance. Someone might confess their feelings. If this is a new connection, things will heat up fast. If you're ready in a relationship, expect passion, sweetness, and momentum this month. Aside from love, this could also be about a personal goal. Maybe you've been hesitating about a dream, a career path, or something you always wanted to pursue. But in December, you'll feel bold, decisive, and ready to take action. The Eight of Cups says you may need to step out of your comfort zone, possibly moving away from something familiar to chase what would truly lights you up. The next pair we have Bull. Do not back down from opposition. Show strength and fortitude. And Hierophant. For the underlying card we have Seven of Pentacles. The Seven of Pentacles definitely echoes hesitation here, feeling not good enough, under-resourced, or tempted to compromise. Connecting this with the second pair, a lot of these doubts come from misunderstanding of your own value. But the message is clear. Your belief that you're not enough is not accurate. The Seven of Pentacles is in the 10, but is far from lacking. You do have a foundation. So let go of the idea that you are insufficient, and you'll see more resources naturally show up. The Hierophant reveals why you might feel intimidated. The opposing force may be someone respected, experienced, or higher in age, status, or authority. But the Bull is telling you, do not back down, stand your ground. And this message is extra powerful if your goals involve overseas opportunities, research, publishing, higher education, spirituality, or philosophy. The cards are strongly encouraging you to defend your path. The final pair we have here are Scissors, Disappointment in some affair, and the Ten of Wands. We also have the King of Wands at the bottom of the deck. The whole spread is glowing with fire, ambition, and main character energy. The last pair feels like an extension of the previous ones. You have a clear goal, a big vision, but you may need to leave your old environment and start fresh somewhere far or unfamiliar. And yes, there is real pressure here, pressure from work itself and pressure from people who don't support your dreams. It's painful when you need encouragement most but don't receive it. Scissors remind you to cut off the emotional weight of disappointment and refocus on your mission, because that's where your energy will grow. The King of Wands backing the Ten of Wands is powerful reassurance. You have the inner fire, leadership, and resilience to push through all challenges. And in fighting your dream, you'll discover your own strength and vitality, and this is amazing energy. Your archetype for December is the Destroyer. You're burning through old blocks and stepping into a brand new life. So release whatever holds you back. You have the strength to break through and achieve your vision. And one last reminder, to support your dreams, make sure you have solid financial planning and stay mindful of spending habits. Okay, blessings to those who picked group 4. See you next time.